Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The reason why I look like this is because I'm about to head out now. I am going shopping and I wanted to do my makeup and I needed to film, so I thought that I would film a get ready with me. This is a chit chat version of a get ready with me. I really wanted to kind of talk to you guys and I kind of missed it. I don't think I've done one of these in a while, and this is a really natural look, so I thought that I would do a chit chat version instead of a voiceover. If you guys enjoy these videos, you guys really liked the last one, so I hope that you like this. I really like to have a variety of different stuff running through my channel. I like to have, you know, bold looks, wearable looks. One of these looks where it's definitely a good representation of what I wear every day. I wear this look pretty much all the time. Mascara, brows, foundation, lips and bronzer and highlighter, and that's pretty much it. And I really wanted you guys to see me do this because I am actually about to leave my house soon, and I just thought it would be cool me getting ready for you guys. It's just my makeup. I am just going to keep my hair probably in a bun because I'm just popping out shopping very quickly. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you would like to see how I like to achieve my everyday kind of look like this and you want to get ready with me, we can just chit chat together, then please just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to get started and sort out this face. I just want to completely cover this up but still be natural, so I'm going to be using my Natural Radiance Primer from MAC, and I'm just going to be applying this all over as a base. My skin has been completely dry recently, so basically this primer is just going to help my skin to feel a lot more hydrated because I really feel like the skin really soaks this up and it just makes the skin look really nice and smooth. So I highly recommend this primer for those that have a drier skin type and they just want their skin to look a lot smoother. It's been such a long time since I've done a chit chat get ready with me. I think it was like in the spring the last time I done one, so I thought I'd do one considering I'm going out and I needed to film and I'm going to be doing kind of like a neutralish look, so I thought there's no point in me really doing a tutorial for that, so I thought I may as well just get ready with you guys. So I'm just going to be mixing together a foundation that I feel is one of the ones that don't break me out. It's the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. It's very thick and I'm going to be mixing that with some moisturiser. I'm going to be mixing the Vitamin E Intense Moisture Cream, and just together it's just going to create a little bit more of that kind of tinted moisturiser feel. The colour I'm going to be using today is Cashew Beige. This is the closest to my natural skin tone. The other one I use when I'm a bit more tanned is called Sand Beige, and that's just a bit too dark for me right now. So I'm mixing some of that on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to take a tad bit of my moisturiser. So I'm just going to be applying that all over. And this is really nice because I know the colour is good for me and I know the moisturiser works for me, and this is just a really great tip. This is what I used to do when I had less makeup and I wanted to sort of create a little bit of a lighter coverage. You can just apply a little bit of your favourite moisturiser in with it, and that just completely changes the formula and just makes it a lot more lightweight. So I definitely like doing this, and I used to do it a lot before I became a makeup hoarder, and I have basically all the makeup in the entire world. I am going to be using my hands just to rub it into the areas where I need it, and then because this is just going to be like a nice light veil of colour, I'm then going to be applying some concealer on the areas where the tinted moisturiser hasn't covered. And then if you feel like you need a little bit of coverage on the areas where they are just not covered by the tinted moisturiser, what you can do is just take a little bit of the foundation alone and kind of use that as your concealer. I'm just patting my foundation on this area just to kind of cover the areas where the redness is kind of showing through and there's blemishes. And that way the whole face doesn't need to be covered in foundation, it just makes it a little bit more of a natural appearance. This little blemish right here does not want to be covered. It's quite a dark one, so I'm going to be using a different concealer to cover that in a sec. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer, and I'm just going to be using it in a triangle under my eye. Although this is kind of a simple look, I do want it to be quite nice at the same time, so I am going to be still doing the triangle under my eye. So I'm still always going to be taking it down the sides of my nose. So I'm just going to be applying this concealer in the areas that I want to bring forward, and then I'm just going to apply some on my chin because I want to highlight there, and also I get spots there too, so we'll cover them up. To blend that all in, I'm going to be using a brush for once. I never use a brush, I just don't want to use a sponge today. Then I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to be using this to pat into the skin and make sure that the concealer looks nice and blended. And I kind of like to use this brush in patting motions, just kind of bouncing the product into the skin the same way you would with a sponge, but instead of kind of rubbing it and spreading the product everywhere, I'm just pushing it in like that, just to make sure that the product doesn't move too far everywhere and it doesn't make our face look too pale in that sense. Kind of remembered that I didn't even get to talk to you guys about the Game of Thrones season 5 finale. Jon Snow is my favourite character by far, like I'm not joking. I grieved, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that someone recorded my reaction to his death. It would have been a YouTube hit if people saw. I literally bawled my eyes out, I was hysterical, I was like, no! What do you guys think? What do you think is gonna happen? I personally think that he is gonna be brought back because I think his lineage and that he has a very significant character that we don't know about. I think that he is important. I'm in the middle of reading the books and the significance around him is just too much for him to actually be gone. So I personally think he's gonna live. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think is gonna happen if you watch Game of Thrones. Because I was chatting through that, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys. I also just applied whatever was left over kind of on my finger onto my eyelid too. During the day, usually I don't tend to apply a primer just because usually I don't really use much eyeshadow. So for my complexion, I always do make sure to set it with a powder just because otherwise I know it's not going to last on me. Even though my skin is dry, it's also extremely oily at the same time. I don't know how it works, but my skin is a prime definition of combination skin. I get definitely both of them. And just like anything with powder, I like to press it into the skin. I'm also going to be taking a brush that is smaller in size and just use it to set my eyelid as well, just because like I said, if you're ever going to put concealer on the lid, you just want to make sure that you are setting it properly. Okay, so I never actually do this first, but I'm going to do my bronze, my blush and my highlight first before I do anything else. I'm using the bronzer and the brush that I always use. I love it, I use it every day. It's my Zoeva 101 brush and my dark golden powder. Love this. This is from MAC and I just personally feel like this gives me the perfect amount of colour that I am looking for. I want to look like I am glowing and that I have a nice amount of warmth through my skin, but at the same time I don't want to look too orange, and to me this is just the perfect colour. I like to be bronzed more than blush. I actually don't even know why I said blush. I probably won't even be applying it. Blush, I have a lot of blushes but I never really use them just because I only usually like to use a blush when I'm kind of going out. Is anyone with me on that? Does anyone kind of feel me? I kind of feel like blush can be a bit unnecessary sometimes, especially if you wear as much bronzer as I do. For my highlight today, I'm going to be using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. This is amazing. I've been using this constantly the last couple of days. It's basically the only highlight I've been using, and I really like the effect it gives. It really looks like a glow from within. It's very smooth and it doesn't kind of have that glittery substance. It's just smooth sheen, and that's what makes you feel like you're just glowing, and it doesn't make you feel like you're just covered in glitter. So I'm just applying that onto my cheekbones, and this is the Tom Ford No. 2 brush. This is a really nice brush. I know it's an expensive one, but it's a really nice shape because it kind of packs on colour. This is great for blush as well. You can use this for creams, anything really. I like to use it for highlight because I just feel like it gives me a really nice natural glow. And I'm also just applying it on top of my brow as well, just kind of here to give us that natural kind of glow when we look to the side to make us feel like we're glowing. Today I'm just going to be going for my normal pencil and brow mascara through the brows, except I'm using two different brow products. You would have seen these if you watched my birthday haul. These are two new products for me, but I've been using them like crazy off camera while I've been doing my makeup in the past week since my birthday. Obsessed. Both Anastasia products, and I'm completely in love. So I'm just going to get started off with the Brow Wiz. This is the Brow Wiz in dark brown, and I absolutely love this. I love the fact that it has a comb on the other end. I've just been using it like crazy and I just feel amazing when these are on my brows. Like I just feel so confident about my brows. It's crazy how these products are actually as good as everyone says, because I was kind of a non-believer because I'd never tried it. But you kind of need to try it to be a believer, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be using the brow pencil side and just start to fill in my brows. What I really like about this colour, the colour dark brown, is that it's definitely cool. It doesn't make my eyebrows look too warm and red tone, but at the same time I don't feel like my brows are too dark when I'm doing my eyebrows with this colour. So I am extremely happy with the shade. So when I'm kind of happy with the shape that I've drawn, I'll stop drawing because I don't want to draw too much, and then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Oh my god, this is the best stuff ever. Best brow gel I've ever used in my life. I love it. I love the fact that it's clear. I've wanted a clear brow gel forever, and this is honestly like hairspray for your brows. Nothing moves, I promise, and it's just amazing. It really keeps everything in place. So I'm just going to put my brows where I want them with the clear brow gel. On the inner part of the brow, I like to flick my brow hairs upwards, and then when it gets towards the end tail of my brow, I like to pull them downwards towards their natural shape. And then at this point, when I'm kind of happy with them, I'm just going to go underneath the brow and highlight, and I like to use this shade right here. So I'm just going to go for a really natural eye. I'm not going to bother with lashes today. The mascara I'm using is a MAC one. This is the In Extreme Dimension, I think it's called. And this is kind of drying out, and I just find like when mascaras are dried out, I just get so much better of a result. And my lashes just look a million billion times better. To apply a second coat to add a little bit more volume, I really like to push it through the lash. I'm just going to apply a very small amount of this on my bottom lash line. I don't like to apply too much on my bottom lash line because my bottom lashes are so much longer than my top, so I feel like if I push them too far, then my eyes just look really weird and it drags them down too much. For my lips, I'm going to be taking the Kiko 501 Automatic Precision Lip Liner, and I'm just going to be applying it all over my lips, like literally all over. This is the most perfect nude in the whole world, and it lasts a really long time. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. And I'm just going to be rubbing a dry Q-tip along my lash line to try and get rid of that sort of smudged mascara that kind of gets stuck on the lash line. And you always want to make sure you let it dry completely, because that way it will just crack right off and it won't make a difference to your mascara. So guys, that is the end of this look. I know it was something super simple, extremely wearable, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like I do a lot of these looks. A lot of my looks are more dramatic for the evening, wearing lashes, with a bold lip. It's never really natural. It's very rarely natural, so I do like to do a wearable look here and there. And because this wasn't necessarily a tutorial in the sense that there wasn't much to teach you, I thought that I would do a get ready with me and just kind of show you guys what I do the majority of the time. It's a very realistic approach to my everyday makeup. It's not a no makeup look, but it is the kind of look that I will go for when I want to look natural. This is the kind of look I like to wear shopping, because I just kind of feel like myself. I feel like it's enough makeup, my skin still shows through, I feel glowy and healthy, and I'm still wearing makeup, so I still kind of feel like I look presentable at the same time. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I do like to have as much variety on my channel as possible. I hope that you enjoyed this really simple everyday look. Please don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy. I put new videos up 3 times a week, so do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Snapchat. All of them are Makeup by Layla. Nice and simple, the same as the little hashtag that you will see up on either side of me. Yes, it is the same as my spelling of Makeup by Layla. Same on all social media, so go ahead and follow me on there. I am going to be doing a Q&A very soon, so when I am going to be doing the Q&A, I'll be announcing it on social media, so definitely don't forget to follow me on there if you want to ask me some questions, because I am going to be doing a Q&A very soon, within the next week or so. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to go now, so I love you. Bye. Mwah.